Part 1. What is gluten?
Gluten is an amorphous orgastic protein found in combination with starch in the endosperm of cereals such as wheat, rye, and barley.
80% of the proteins in wheat are composed of gliadin and glutenin, which are two subcomponents of gluten.
Transglutaminase is an enzyme in the digestive tract that breaks down wheat compounds. In the process of this breaking down, gliadin and gliadorphins are produced.
It is the reaction to these substances of gluten that can be a source of intolerance. Let's have a closer look at why. But first...
Going on this date with this girl from high school. It's really exciting. We're headed in. I can't wait to see her. I haven't seen her in 20 years. It's so bizarre. I'm so nervous. Wow, she was so cool back then. I'm here! I'm just tying my shoe.
Come here! I'm ready to go on our date.
You look dashed.
Oh, thanks. So cute.
Wow, long time no see. How have you been?
I have been just fabulous. You know, I'm on this new thing where I don't have to work. Ever.
Oh.
Shall we go to the car?
Yeah, of course.
Let's go to the car.
All right. I have to ask you. Do you eat gluten?
Oh, tons! It's the best thing ever. Come, dear. Part 2. Gluten intolerance.
There are varying levels of intolerance.
The first and most extreme is celiac disease, a T-cell mediated autoimmune response to proteins of gluten and transglutaminase, enzymes in the gut.
What happens is that when gluten enters the body, the immune system attacks the gluten molecule and the body as well. When the gluten reaches the small intestine, villi are damaged.
Damaged villi prevent the body from absorbing nutrients by reducing the surface area available for absorption.
If you couldn't hear that right, damaged villi prevents the body from absorbing nutrients by reducing the surface area available for absorption. The villi become flattened, inefficient by the enzyme.
Most damage occurs where vitamin B12 is absorbed.
This vitamin is crucial for cellular function.
Toxins and gluten fragments can pass through the damaged intestinal wall and enter the bloodstream.
The body will view these substances as invaders and respond by attacking them as well as normal body cells.
Unlike celiac disease, non-celiac gluten sensitivity, also known as NCGS, cannot be tested for.
This is due to epitopes of glutenin.
Epitopes are sites on antigens that are recognizable by the immune system.
And so, tests for gluten intolerance are only designed to recognize the alpha response, which can affect the brain, skin, endocrine system, liver, blood vessels, smooth muscles, and nuclei of cells.
However, other wheat proteins making up gluten include gliadins with epitopes other than alpha, which cannot be recognized.
Therefore, if you're, not feeling well because of gluten and it doesn't test that you have celiac, it doesn't mean that you don't have sensitivity. So both celiac disease and NCGS are associated with an astonishing variety of diseases, from schizophrenia and epilepsy to type 1 diabetes and osteoporosis, to dermatitis and psoriasis, to Hashimoto's, hypothyroidism, to peripheral neuropathy.
So, don't eat gluten!
And welcome back to your healthiest radio station around, KGLU. Today we have at KGLU are fortunate enough to our Whole Foods' very own Joe Schmo come to give us a brief history of gluten. Welcome, Joe Schmo, and please go ahead.
Hello. Well, first, I'd just like to say I'm very honored to be here today.
And we're so lucky to have you.
Yes, you are. So, Well, where should I begin? I grew up during World War II, and you see, in World War II, all of us soldiers had very deficient protein amounts in our bodies. And so what they did is they put gluten into our foods, and this gluten was a very cheap version of protein. But if you could see me right now, you'd see how fat I am, because what it does is it slows down your immune system. No, it slows down your metabolism, which then affects your immune system. But I have a very slow metabolism now because of all the gluten that I ate. And so now I'm fat. Thank you for having me. I must go.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes. Case study: the impacts of untreated celiac disease. 19-year-old woman visited the clinic. Age 16, had neurological issues. Now 19, with tremors in hands, double walking because she was weak and constantly in pain. She couldn't concentrate and had pain in her joints, so severe she needed a wheelchair and could not hear. She visited a gastroenterologist and requested for a celiac test. They thought she had MS or some other neurological problems. She tested positive for celiac. They removed gluten and symptoms improved. Now over to the doctor. So, you ask what our plans to restore her health are. I'm glad you asked. Because of repetitive consumption of gluten, the intestine was prevented from healing significantly. This compromised the immune system. In order to heal the intestines, she would have to take probiotics. Her chronic pain resulted in a strain on her adrenal glands, so their function as producing hormones, maintaining joint integrity, and controlling inflammation and pain was poorer. In conclusion, misdiagnosed celiac disease led to greater problems that had lasting impacts.
So, now that you've watched this video, here is a summary of some points you can take home. Gluten is a protein appearing in wheat, barley, and rye products. Celiac disease is the most extreme of sensitivity to gluten, but remember that there is a spectrum of intolerance ranging from hardly noticeable to life-threatening. Even for those without sensitivity, too much gluten in food products can be unhealthy because it slows metabolism dramatically. Untreated celiac disease can lead to devastating consequences in the future. Some final questions you may want to consider are, if you aren't intolerant, do you think it's really worth eliminating gluten from the diet? Or, what might happen if an individual with celiac disease ate gluten his or her entire life?
Hello, everybody. So here we are eating gluten-free pizza. We're driving. Don't try this at home. Well, you could try this at home. It's gonna be in your car.
It's a red light, so it's kind of safe.
It's really hot. Okay.
But how does it taste compared to regular pizza?
Exactly the same. In fact, in my opinion, gluten-free stuff, which is made out of rice flour instead of wheat flour, tastes way better than wheat flour. It gets this, like, I don't know, kind of more carby taste, and we all know how good carbs taste.
And if you're a fan of thin crust, this is totally up your alley.
It's good. Very kind of peppery. Gosh, it's red lights too. Like gluten-free pizza.
I have to say, I think it is really yummy. It's crunchy, it's flavorful. It tastes pretty similar to regular pizza. I mean, I guess if you're really picky, you would notice the difference, but it tastes better in a good way. Or it tastes good in a better way. I mean, well, you get what I'm saying. Anyway,
well, we're going to show you how you can even drive while eating gluten-free pizza.
we can show you how you live while eating gluten-free pizza.
Yep.
And what it does to your
Living
body.
on the edge. Woohoo! Okay.
All right.
This light has been red for a really long time.
We're going to stop the video now, but we'll
No,
come back.
no.
Oh, no, we're not.
Oh,
I'll cut that
here
out.
we go!
Oh, it's great. Woo!
We're going. Oh, crap. Got the emergency brake on. Okay. Onwards! Crap. Really big truck. I feel like I am not supposed to be going in this way. Am I allowed to be doing this?
Where are we going?
Yes, I can be doing this. Sweet.
Okay. There was nothing illegal that just happened, Miss Monio. We promise.
I was worried we were going on a one-way street for a second. Okay, see, here we are, living on the edge. Woohoo! Yum. All right. Well, that just about concludes our pizza eating.
Okay. Peace out.